Welcome to Finding Your Voice as a Romance Writer. In this first lesson, we're going to explore something that every writer talks about, but very few can clearly define: your voice. You've probably heard advice like find your voice or develop your voice 100 times, but what does that really mean? Especially in romance, where emotion, connection, and vulnerability are everything, your voice isn't just how you write, it's who you are on the page. Let's start with the basics. Your writer's voice is the emotional fingerprint of your storytelling. It's the combination of your rhythm, your word choice, your emotional honesty, and the way you see love and the world. Think of it this way: your style is how you arrange words. Your tone is the emotional colour of a particular scene. But your voice is the thread that ties every story you tell together. It's not something you consciously design. It's something that emerges naturally when you write with truth, curiosity, and feeling. When readers say things like, "I could tell this was your story even before I saw your name," that's voice. It's the part of your writing that no one else can copy because it comes from your emotional DNA. Now, why does this matter so much in romance? Because readers don't fall in love with your plots. They fall in love with your perspective on love itself. The voice is what makes your story intimate. It's what makes readers trust you enough to open their hearts. When your characters ache, stumble, or fall for each other, your voice is the invisible current carrying that emotion straight into your reader's body. Let me give you a quick example. Listen to this short excerpt written in 2 different voices. Version 1. He looked at her like she was sunlight, and for the first time she believed she could be warm again. Version 2. He stared, she rolled her eyes. "You're ridiculous," she said, but her pulse was sprinting. Same moment, but totally different voices. The first is lyrical and tender. The second is witty and modern. Neither is better, but each voice creates a completely different emotional world. That's the power of voice in romance. It sets the temperature of the story, whether it's soft and soulful or sharp and playful. If you've ever read multiple romance authors, you've already felt the difference voice makes. Think about Colleen Hoover. Her voice is raw, vulnerable, and confessional. It feels like a friend whispering secrets late at night. Then there's Tessa Dare, whose voice is bright, witty, and filled with banter. She makes historical romance feel alive and modern. Or Ali Hazelwood, who blends intelligence and awkward charm. Her stories sound like science and sincerity colliding in the best way. Each of these writers works with similar themes, but their voices make their worlds feel utterly distinct. And that's your goal too, to develop a voice that's so authentic, readers don't just recognise your stories, they feel them. Here's something that might surprise you. You don't actually have to find your voice. It's not hiding somewhere outside of you. It's already there. You've been speaking and writing in it all your life. What you're really doing is uncovering it, peeling away the layers of imitation, perfectionism and self-doubt that have built up over time. When you stop trying to sound like the writers you admire and start writing the way you actually think and feel, that's when your voice emerges. It's raw, a little messy, and completely yours. So instead of chasing the idea of finding your voice, focus on listening for it. It shows up in your natural rhythms, in the phrases that just feel right, and in the scenes that make your chest tighten a little when you write them. Let's try something small right now. Think of a romance novel, or a love story you absolutely adore, one that stayed with you long after you finished it. Ask yourself, what did it feel like? Was it soft and dreamy, fierce and passionate, funny and real? That emotional aftertaste is the writer's voice. Then take a moment and ask, when readers finish my stories, what do I want them to feel? Write down the first 3 words that come to mind. Maybe it's hopeful, understood, electrified, comforted. Whatever comes up, that's the beginning of your voice revealing itself. In the next lesson, we'll go deeper into where that voice actually comes from, how your personal experiences, values, and emotional truths shape the way you write about love. For now, remember this: Your voice isn't something you have to earn. It's something you already possess. You just have to trust it enough to use it.